offer.
2 minutes of television wow that makes you buy now.
But I'm still not done.
Direct response ads are a multi-billion-dollar industry.
Billy Mays here for OxyClean.
Billy Mays.
Hi, Billy Mays here.
And Anthony Sullivan.
Anthony Sullivan here.
Are pitchmen.
You're making too much money. We have to lower your rate.
Two guys.
But wait, there's more.
With the A game and national fame.
That's PitchMen.
These two veteran pitch pros have mastered the art of turning good ideas into must-have products. Now, they're putting their egos aside and their heads together.
You don't want to talk to me?
I see you, but I don't hear you. It's great.
They're going to help everyday people with great ideas go from rags to riches.
This is a home run.
And maybe turn someone's million-dollar dream into a reality.
Your dreams come true.
But you have to watch now.
Here's how to order.
On this episode of Pitchmen,
You ready for me?
Billy forges into battle, armed and dangerous.
This is a bug bazooka.
But why is little Billy sabotaging the shoot? And Survivor winner Ethan Zahn has a $1 million idea he thinks will change the world.
The bowl that keeps your cereal crunchy all day long.
Or not.
This is the man's baby changer right here.
It all starts with the pitch.
Size of a briefcase, you fold it out.
Someone has an idea and wants to sell it to the world.
Actual diapers, and then of course your trash bags to put your dirty diapers in.
Here's Fluffy.
Some ideas are designed to make our world cleaner.
When Fluffy gets ready to go, all you have to do is pull out your pet potty disposal paper, put it right behind Fluffy. Once Fluffy finishes, ball up the paper, and the adhesive sticks.
And others are meant to make life easier and safer.
The GatorBlade is a double-edged windshield wiper.
This is leisure light. It's a night light. At nighttime, the whole room is dark except for the floor. So you don't trip on your shoes and your toys and so forth as you go to the bathroom at night.
Which one of these ideas have captured Billy and Sully's attention? It's the GatorBlade, and inventor Zach Ritchie has been invited to meet with Billy and Sully.
Nice to meet you. So, what do you got?
I have a new revolutionary windshield wiper. Give you one to look at. You hear one, Billy. As you can see, it's not a typical windshield wiper. This is a double-edged design. Basically what it is put them down. You see the diamonds?
The leading edge, if I'm not mistaken, if you go away from me, the leading edge has got these little ridges, whatever it is, like diamond-shaped things.
The diamonds are what's cleaning.
So that kind of scrubs, and then the back edge would be like a squeegee action.
One's wiping and one's cleaning. Why just wipe it when you can clean it?
And this really works.
Yeah. Here in Florida, it's going to get rid of all the bugs. Everybody has bug problems here. Up north, it's going to help break down the ice and the slush. I mean, it works.
The idea behind the GatorBlade is to squeegee water from the windshield while simultaneously cleaning off solid matter. Zach's unique diamond pattern creates traction as the blade moves across the glass, cleaning the windshield while also removing dead bugs and debris.
How long you been working on it for?
I've been working on this for almost 9 years.
Is there anything out there like it?
Nothing.
Zach Ritchie is a full-time inventor who spends every day developing new ideas.
My wife probably could attest to this, but once I get into it, I can't stop. I get caught up in it and I focus on it, and then that's my main focus.
I am inspired by Zach's innovative mind. I think it's amazing that he looks at the world the way that he does, and it's like an adventure to Zach.
The idea for the GatorBlade came to Zach while driving down Alligator Alley in South Florida and right into a blizzard of bugs.
And they're in swarms, huge swarms. It painted the front of my vehicle, and I'm doing the windshield washer fluid and doing the windshield wipers, and all it did was streak. And I started thinking as I was driving that there has to be a easier way. And it hit me that there's not enough friction. That's what made me start on it.
After 6 years of development and 2 years of traveling back and forth to China, Zach wasn't able to get a working prototype. Until one day, a manufacturing error changed his life.
They made a mistake and sent me one a little longer. Well, when I tested it, it worked like a charm. It was the right amount of rubber laying on the windshield with the right amount coming behind it for the wipe. That was the missing link.
Zach invested 9 years of his life and hundreds of thousands of dollars into the design and manufacturing of the GatorBlade. Now he's banking on Billy and Sully's golden touch to make his dream come true.
There's a lot riding on it. You know, people look at it and think, well, wow, you're putting a lot of money into this. Close to $200,000. This has to make it for me. But I don't accept anything else.
What kind of demos you got in mind? You got any ideas? Something different? Because tell you what, shooting a wiper blade, just shooting the glass is hard.
With Billy and Sully on the fence, Zach offers up his idea for a wow demo.
An actual bug gun that shoots bugs out.
A bug bazooka.
It's a, yeah.
You guys are out of your mind.
No, I'm serious.
Maybe we could somehow get the, we'll figure something out, get the bugs on there.
Okay.
We'll leave it at that.
All right.
All right.
A bug bazooka.
Billy and Sully are intrigued by the GatorBlade and decide to move forward.
I'm excited. If they could fill me right now, if they could tap into the energy that I have with this product, this thing would sell millions.
While Zach works on his wow demo idea, Sully combs through inventor submissions to line up an open call for the following week. Meanwhile, across town, Billy returns home for a very important ceremony.
I knight you, Sir Billy Mays, master of info spots. Stand and secure your weapon.
Sir. Okay. All right. Make sure it's real. Hello.
Today, Billy dons a suit of armor to demonstrate Mighty Shine, the next product Billy will pitch for the Mighty brand.
I've known about Mighty Shine for the last 6 months. We've been planning this. It's the trilogy in the Mighty line.
Hi, Billy Mays here for Mighty Putty. Billy Mays here for Mighty Mended. Take it from Sir Billy Mays. It has the strength to take this tarnish off this giant medieval sword. Now that's the power of Mighty Shine.
You got plenty of time, dude. You got about 2.5 more seconds. And the key to getting the shot right is making sure that people see tarnished and our product working to get it clean.
You are the man. You are the man.
I am feeling a little bit exposed right now. I mean, I feel half naked. Hey, whatever it takes to get the shot.
I need the other leg, please, guys.
Gotta get all that, huh? Gotta get up close and personal there, huh?
They're gonna have a tough day at the office. When I come in, ooh, I tell you, watch out, boss.
I think Sully would be, he'd get a kick out of it, but then I think he'd be a little bit jealous because this is what his people use. I mean, I'm Sir Billy Mays.
While Billy enjoys wearing a suit of armor, it does have its drawbacks.
How do I go to the bathroom?
I'm gonna find out.
I'm going to the bathroom, sweetie.
I'm gonna lay off the coffee here this morning because I don't want to do that again.
After figuring out the finer points of dressing in Knight's gear, Billy returns to the set to put the finishing touches on the Mighty Shine spot.
Action.
Take it from me, Sir Billy Mays. It has the strength to take tarnish off this giant medieval sword. Now that's the power of Mighty Shine.
We're done.
Dude, that was awesome.
That look good?
Oh, great. Done. We're done.
That's what I'm talking about. Ooh, my hip still hurt. Ah, I shall be back.
Peter!
Ethan.
Sully,
What's up,
what's
buddy?
man?
Good to
How
see you,
doing?
man. How's it going?
How you doing? Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a
You
while.
remember Billy, right?
Of course I do. How can I not remember Billy?
Ethan won Survivor a few years back, and I actually met him doing Eco Challenge, and he had this crazy idea for a cereal bowl called the Crunch Bowl.
The Crunch Bowl.
He always calls me once every few months to see if I'll do something with it. The timing has never been right, but the timing just might be right now.
Tell him the whole story, how it got started, because he doesn't know.
Oh, well, back in college, I'm eating cereal, you know, kind of laying on the couch, cereal bowl's on my chest. I might have gone out that night, had a few drinks, I don't know. So I'm back home, the cereal bowl's on my chest. I happen to fall asleep. Shocker, right? I wake up and the cereal is soggy, right? And I'm like, man, my cereal's soggy. I would love to continue eating this, but I can't because I hate soggy cereal. So there you go. So I'm like, I need to invent a bowl that keeps your cereal crunchy all day long.
All day long.
All day long. Ethan the Inventor is a little side hobby that I have. And when I got into college, I really started putting all this stuff down on paper in a little book that I have right here. And, you know, I just keep collecting ideas. You know, I've never really had the opportunity to bring them to fruition, but I love everything about the whole invention process.
You gotta see this book, it's unbelievable.
Dip and go.
What's the premise?
You dip your fingers in a bowl of nail polish that only sticks to your nail surface, take it out, dry it, and you go. Dip and go. You don't have to paint it on.
And it doesn't stick to skin.
It doesn't stick to the skin.
And go.
What else?
Flavored pen caps.
Okay, what's the premise? I need to know.
Well, you always chew on your pen caps, right? Mine, I make them flavored.
Okay.
Clean and fit.
That's a gym that's got a laundromat in there, too, so.
Ethan is one of the nicest guys you could ever meet. He's a little crazy, he's a little out there, but with his enthusiasm and his good looks and my enthusiasm and my good looks, we might just be able to do something with the Crunch Ball.
All right, Ethan, take care, buddy.
Take care.
While Sully develops a plan for Ethan's idea,
Justin.
inventor Zach Ritchie is cooking up some wow demos for his GatorBlade shoot.
I have a couple ideas of how I want to demonstrate the GatorBlade. I called my buddy Justin, because the guy can build anything. The way I want to demonstrate this is in the same way it was when I was driving down the Everglades.
Right, you want to get these bugs coming out fast.
Fast.
High
Because I
speeds.
was driving down high speeds, these bugs are coming at you fast, and no matter how fast your windshield wipers are going, they weren't getting them off.
Right. A tank with some compressed air.
Fire.
Another tank with the compressed air in it. We have a barrel. We have to make some kind of wadding or something to hold the bugs, keep it from falling back in the tank. And a valve to release the compressed air into it.
Something like this will effectively demonstrate that. Because, you know, I'm driving like
It'd be
75
bugs
miles per
coming
hour.
out about 100 miles an hour. We
Oh,
can get it up.
That's what I'm talking
Get
about.
it up to really
Seriously.
splatter them on the windshield.
Let's do it. I have the idea of using a compressed air gun, but Justin has something bigger, something better to use. He seems to think that we'll be able to get more velocity out of.
After a quick trip to the hardware store, Zach and Justin return with the parts they need to build the Bug Bazooka.
Maybe put the tank, run right here, and entering into the chamber here.
So you have to drill it.
Yeah.
We're gonna have
another tank right
another
here.
tank right here.
Yeah. To make it look even more beefier.
It's like a bazooka, man.
Yeah.
I feel like I gotta
take something out with that.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Billy,
shooting it.
I'd like to see Billy shoot something like this.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome
I'll get a
seeing him
kick
on
out of
that.
if Billy Mays up here. That'd
Sorry,
be
we just-
great. If we can pull this off, we got it. I'm pumped. I'm really excited to show this to Billy and Sully because I think this is gonna be the best way to demonstrate the GatorBlade.
The guys have pulled some strings and arranged for Ethan to pitch his Crunch Bowl idea to one of the biggest guys in the business, Telebrand CEO AJ Kubani.
Ethan's very nice to meet you.
If AJ likes the idea, he can provide the financial muscle it takes to manufacture a prototype and get it on the air.
It's a really exciting moment in my life. I've been thinking about all these crazy ideas, the easy Crunch Bowl, tons of other stuff. And finally, I got the opportunity to pitch to someone who can actually do something about it. I created a cereal bowl that keeps your cereal crunchy all day long. You imagine a swimming pool. A swimming pool's got a shallow end and it's got a deep end. Well, my bowl, it's got a shallow and deep end. Keep your cereal up on the shallow end, put your milk in the deep end.
That's kind of a stupid idea.
Tell the story a little bit about how when you went on the talk show and Ethan won a big reality show. I don't know if you know that.
So, you know, I was on a reality show called Survivor. I did well on the show, and post-Survivor, you're thrown in the loop with all this media. I was on the David Letterman show, and in my bio it said hobbies, and this was an inventor. And he's like, listen, so I hear you're an inventor. And I said, well, yeah. He's like, well, what's your best invention? And I said, well, I created the cereal bowl, and I gave him the whole pitch, and he laughed, he liked it. He's like, I want one of those. The crowd cheered, you know, and I was really excited. I'm like, oh, maybe this has some legs.
Ethan has designed a bi-level basin where the upper level serves as a staging area for your cereal, keeping grains dry and crunchy until they're dropped into the milky bath below. He worked with a design firm to map out every detail of the Easy Crunch Bowl and hopes to find the capital to produce a prototype.
What do you think it would retail for?
Well, we're thinking of 4 bowls. They're stackable, obviously, and 4 bowls for probably about 20 bucks.
4 bowls for 20 bucks. I think it'll sell. I think there's a market for it. I don't think it's a big enough market to work in direct response television. Yeah, that's been doing it for 25 years, and I can. I'm not always right. I tell you, I'm wrong many times. I was wrong about the Snuggie. I didn't think the Snuggie would sell. Turned out to be a big winner.
Yeah,
all right, but
no one thought the pet egg would sell.
Right. Yeah.
24 million units later.
So yeah, you never know, but
if you can think about it, AJ, because I think we
both like it, AJ. We both like it.
It does solve a common problem. We're in a recession and people need some light in their lives right now, and this is one of those products.
The other thing you could do is just take a regular bowl and only put a little bit of cereal in at a time.
Well, that's the old way. Are you tired of putting your cereal?
But that's what a lot of people do. I've watched people. They sit with a box, they sit with milk, and they sit with a bowl, and they pour the milk in, they pour the box in, they eat it, they pour the milk.
That's what I do.
Wouldn't you rather? You don't have to worry about. Think of how much energy you spend pouring that cereal into the bowl.
Is that what you do for real?
That's what I do. I take a little bit of cereal, put it in there, eat that, then put a little bit more.
So why don't you have a bowl? You put your milk in, keep your cereal on this side, and
Just think
tap
about it, if you
on
don't
the
mind.
All right. I'll tell you what. Sully and Billy are all passionate about it. I'm gonna go ahead and make some prototypes for free. Not gonna charge you, and we're gonna go ahead and show it to some people. But it better sell millions. You know, we gotta sell millions of this thing, not just to a bunch of drunken college kids.
Thank you so much.
All right? We don't want to sell a dozen of them. We don't sell 100 of them. We gotta sell millions.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you so much. This is the moment I've been waiting for.
think it was gonna happen.
Keep coming with the ideas.
1992, I thought of this idea. What a rush that was. I never thought I'd get to this point. You know, it's just been in my head, it's been on paper. So this was a culminating moment in my life.
You got a lot of ideas there. I don't know what you do all day long. You sit around drinking beer or whatever you do, coming up with these crazy ideas. But keep coming up with ideas and keep coming to us. Something's gonna click.
Thank you so much.
Put it back in neutral.
Back in Tampa, the GatorBlade shoot day arrives.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Let's get the bug bazooka fired up and do something fun.
As the crew sets up for the first shot, the ammunition for the WOW demo arrives.
Pete, you got a knife?
Thousands of insects.
Inside that box. This box is filled with what appears to be 3,000 live crickets.
Well, this little guy doesn't know it. It's Billy's idea. We're gonna blast these crickets out of a bazooka at sonic speed against the windshield.
I don't know if there is a society for the prevention of cruelty to crickets, but these do have a very short lifespan. We're about to shorten it drastically. Can we please get this shot? You do? It's hilarious.
But little Billy, a bug lover, isn't happy about the WOW demo plan.
It's your dad's idea. Does that actually bother you?
Billy.
You don't have to be on the shoot.
In the line of the crickets.
Billy's very sensitive.
Billy wants to be fired out. Are you for real?
Yes. No, when I'm dead, shoot me at a windshield. You're dead. I guess this was my father's idea to shoot crickets out of a bazooka. And, you know, I'm not for it, and I've told him I'm not for it. Yeah, you know, I might take a handful of crickets, you know, bring them to rescue, take them home. You know, maybe set them loose on my dad or something, put him in his bed. Something like that. A little justice today.
Just doing a check now. And ready for bugs.
I put buses on top of ladders. We've thrown things out of windows, but firing bugs out of a bazooka is totally new territory.
I mean, this thing is powerful.
Spark, so there's actually internal explosion.
So that motion has to happen right away.
It's dangerous. We really have to kill this many crickets?
Yeah. Start on Billy and then go to the bugs?
If you can do that, that would be awesome, because what's going to happen is once they splat, Chris is going to hit the wipers, and that's the key, is that that's crystal clear.
Okay, we are ready to go. Load the bazooka, please. Stand by to roll.
You're simulating 150 mile per hour bugs coming at your windshield just to show how well this wiper works.
There we go, roll tape. Bill, you know what you're aiming at? Here we go, ready?
Yes, yes.
That's it, right there, don't miss. 3, 2, 1, action.
This is a bug bazooka. Inside are hundreds of bugs. They hit the windshield at over 100 miles an hour. Only GatorBlade has the cleaning power to remove these bugs like they were never there.
So close. Reset, please.
Disgusted by the massive loss of life on the windshield before him, little Billy bolts with the live ammunition for the bug bazooka.
Told him if he didn't want to do it, he didn't have to do it. Walk away. Give up your day's pay.
Reluctantly, little Billy brings his six-legged friends back to the firing line.
Billy's a great kid, and he would seem like he was genuinely concerned about the welfare of those crickets. I mean, he really did. And, I feel somewhat bad, but they were going to get eaten anyway.
Loading the bugs now.
He's just trying to get this windscreen completely clean. It's taking a little bit longer than I anticipated, but we'll get it. I mean, we're blasting bugs out of a bazooka at hundreds of miles an hour. This is not easy.
We need to get the wiper to go a little bit faster. When you're going slow like this, I'm not getting the friction that I need.
Quiet, please.
Let's get it this time, and action.
This is a bug bazooka. Inside are hundreds of bugs. They hit the windshield at over 100 miles an hour. Only GatorBlade has the cleaning power to remove these bugs like they were never there.
Move on, we got it.
Billy, that was exactly the ending I needed.
With the bug demo done, Billy can holster the bazooka and the crew can move on to the next setup. But not before Sully gets a little revenge on behalf of the crickets.
Do it, do it, do it!
No,
do it! Do it, man! Do it!
I hid behind the cameraman.
Now Sully's crew sets up for the last shot of the day.
We're doing our winter window. Oh, this is the effect of getting salt sprayed up on your windshield when you're driving in the wintertime. So we're going to see if this GatorBlade can cut through this.
Everybody watch the reflections. They're just pull towards you and it'll automatically start.
And just hold him.
Quiet, everyone, please. Let's go. Action! Keep holding it. Keep holding it. Keep holding it.
Let's see if they can catch it. Looks streaky.
The GatorBlade is streaking and not working as expected.
That was no good. Get it up.
The crew tries 3 more times, but the GatorBlade is still streaking on the salt. Zach steps in to troubleshoot the problem.
We're gonna have to make do with what we got. I mean, it worked. They're not working to the level of which I would like them to work.
Each setup takes half an hour to prepare.
Action!
And the crew is running out of daylight.
You want to mess it up one more time or not?
One more time. Let's mess it up. Let's do it. Hurry up. Quickly.
We're out of time, and we still have a demo to do. We're on our 3rd vehicle to get this demo done, and I'm about to snap right now.
It's so different. It has to say the same
but that's all right. We're going to do it. It's going to work.
I think if we don't get this shot, the commercial's going to have an uphill battle.
Guys, do it as quickly as possible. Lights changing fast.
I'm ready for the GatorBlade over here. Go! Action!
After 9 takes on 3 different cars, the Sullivan crew has to face the fact that the GatorBlade just isn't functioning as it should.
We can stop this. This is such a disaster.
I want to pull my hair out, but I can't. I have to stay focused, and I'm going to stay positive about today because today did happen, and I think we did get some good footage. I'm going to be up till 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning now, and conquering this problem, working with my designers and my engineers in China, and make it work.
It's the end of the shoot for Billy and Sully. But for inventor Zach Ritchie, it could be the end of his dream. The next day, Billy and Sully hold an open call for inventors, hoping to find their next hit project.
It looks impressive.
Oh, well, thank you.
You ever been arrested carrying that? Looks like something out of 24.
Can't get on a plane with it, though.
I'm sure. Yeah, it's not going to explode or anything, right?
No.
No.
What is it?
Guess what it is. I'm trying to guess.
Okay, go ahead.
Some kind of battery or...
Something for your car to get better...
Better mileage, yeah.
Really?
Double or triple your gas mileage.
Really?
Yeah. What it is a hydrogen fuel cell. It takes ordinary water with a small catalyst. It's very inexpensive. You pour the water in here, you turn it on. It runs on a 12-volt battery, very low voltage. It separates hydrogen and oxygen out of the water, and that goes out this tube, right? And it goes into a tube, it goes into the air intake in the engine, and 6 tubes like this can run a 6-cylinder engine completely without gas or diesel.
You can run with no gas?
No gas.
No one's taking a hit out of you or anything, right?
Well, they might after this show.
I'm worried that if you did this, somebody would take you out. Someone from the big three. It would be PitchMen, not PitchMen.
Well,
I mean, this is kind of out of our league.
I mean, it's...
Where's our American
Firstly,
spirit?
listen, I admire your ingenuity, no doubt about it. It's not for us. The reason is we're looking for household problems that solve a common problem for the house. Now, I'm not saying you're not solving a problem here. No, and if you can run a car on no gas, I think you should continue.
You're solving the world's problems.
And when you get it, I want to be the first one to buy it.
Sure, just give me a call.
Yes, sir.
Perk.
Nice to meet you, Sully. Take a seat, sit down, make yourself comfortable.
What do you have?
I have the Marco Polo goggle. That great game we all love to play as kids in the swimming pool, Marco Polo.
Yeah.
Has one major flaw in the game. Kids cheat. Everybody wants to win. Well, the Marco Polo goggles, they can't see through them. They can't cheat. Makes the game a lot more fun, a lot less fighting involved. I checked the patent. There's no patent on the Marco Polo goggles.
Isn't it a little dangerous to have children in swimming pools that are blind? All right, next.
I've invented the eye tie. It's the only tie in the world that stays in perfect position and features a concealed pocket. And not only does it keep part of the tie in place, it keeps the entire tie in place. So as you'll see, if you bend over a table, it stays in place. And like I said, it features a concealed pocket. You can put business cards, money, an iPod, credit cards, a thumb drive, pretty much anything that'll fit in the pocket.
A secret compartment for a tie.
That's correct.
A James Bond tie. Watch out.
What do you have invested into this?
Well over $30,000 for the patent, the trademark.
30,000.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's tough, this economy, people, it's tough to...
How much you selling for?
Anywhere between $40 and $70.
Just the eye tie itself?
No, the tie with
the tie with the pocket on it.
These are tough times right now, and this is a little bit of a luxury item. And,
Well, just keep in mind this, too, as well. It does something no other tie in the world does. This actually solves the problem of keeping the entire tie in place without having an additional...
tie?
Exactly.
Nothing but the whole tie, nothing but the tie.
I could do a handstand with it. I could do a demo if you'd like.
Go for it, do it. Okay, make sure you don't drop him, all right? Catch him.
One more time, Billy. One more time.
Get it, come on.
Ready?
Come on. Okay, good. Hold on, stay there. Balance, balance, balance.
Don't drop me. Don't drop me, Billy.
Okay, look forward, look at this stuff. Give me the whole tie.
The whole tie, exactly.
All right, okay, go. You're gonna break it. You've got bad hair, okay.
I just had my hip replaced.
Hands down, Joe's was the best demo of the day. But Sully thinks the eye tie may not sell well enough in today's economy.
It's a good demo.
Yeah, it's a great demo.
What happens next? I'm just going to continue with my dream. Hopefully the eye tie will catch on in some capacity, and I'm going to pursue licensing agreements with manufacturers and other tie companies as well.
This is a bug bazooka.
While Sully reviews the footage for the GatorBlade spot, inventor Zach Ritchie is in discussions with the manufacturer to try and discover why his GatorBlades failed the winter conditions demo.
Looks streaky.
It turns out the critical problem with the GatorBlade is the rubber compound itself. An error in the formulation has produced blades flexible enough to squeegee soft matter like dead bugs, but not rigid enough to deal with hardened elements like salt. Billy and Sully call Zach for a final update.
So what's up with the GatorBlade?
With the manufacturing, and it looks like we are in a little bit of trouble with the consistency of the rubber. The blades still aren't working right, so...
That's not good.
Yeah, I know.
So when do you think it's gonna be ready?
Well, the engineer said it could take at least 6 months.
I don't want a product going out, and Sully doesn't want a product going out.
I think there's no doubt the product's got to be right, but to be honest, it is a little disappointing.
Yeah, well, I'm going back to China to deal with this in person to speed up the process, so...
You got to keep us posted because, I'd like to know a couple, 3-4 weeks ahead of time. So if there's any tweaking we have to do, depending on what season we're going to go out. But, we love the product.
No, I got to thank you for your dedication.
No, thank you, Sully, because seriously, this wouldn't be possible without you guys.
All right, take care, buddy.
Bye.
See you.
Bye.
Ciao.
I've invested nearly $200,000 of our own money to make this project where it is today. As long as I stand behind this and push every day and work with the engineers, we will have a successful GatorBlade.
This is the first time that I think Billy and I have actually shot a commercial and not had a product to ship. Zach's got to get his game together and give us a product that we can sell. Without that, this project's dead in the water.
Weeks ago, AJ Kubani agreed to manufacture a prototype for Ethan Zahn's Easy Crunch Bowl.
Yes, thank you so much.
If it tests well in focus groups, AJ may be convinced to roll out a nationwide direct response campaign. And Ethan's crazy college dream may become a reality.
I never thought I'd get to this point. It's just been in my head, it's been on paper. So this was a culminating moment in my life. Congratulations.
AJ's engineers have followed Ethan's design to a T, and after 8 weeks and over $10,000, the prototype is finished and ready for the focus group.
I am holding in my hands right now the very first Easy Crunch Ball the world has ever seen. There's a lot of money and a lot of time that's gone into this. I don't think it'll be a home run, but I think there are enough cereal enthusiasts to make this worth a shot, so fingers crossed.
Hi, how are you?
Sit and make yourself at home.
For the Easy Crunch focus group, Billy and Sully have invited some serious cereal lovers.
I like the hat. Thank you.
To give their honest opinions about Ethan's invention.
I take it you like cereal, right? Yeah. Okay.
After the focus group is shot,
I can hear the crunch.
they schedule a video conference with Ethan, AJ, and the entire Telebrands team to screen the results.
So we did a focus group. I'm going to take a look and see what they came up with.
I know.
All right.
Firstly, I'd like to congratulate you on the placement of the sign behind you. Probably going to help you sell another 24 million pet eggs. No, seriously, guys, thanks for coming in today. Ethan, thanks a lot. I know it's a lot of work and with the Crunch Bowl and getting it done. How are you feeling right now?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous, Sully. I'm sitting with some big decision makers here, and this is a lot of time and energy of my life. But I'm excited to see what happens and see what they have to say and how we can improve the bowl.
This is real information you're gonna get. This is nothing sugar-coated except for the cereal.
All right. Roll the tape.
Hi.
Sit and make yourself at home.
Okay.
We're testing out these 2 cereal bowls, so we'd like you to make 2 bowls, right? And in this one, you put the cereal in the shallow end and the milk in the deep end.
All right.
Wrong end. That's okay, that's a problem.
That's all right. That's all right. I should get a Zorbies. Nope.
No, that's all right.
It's sort of a confusing ball, isn't it?
What's your immediate thought of this bowl?
I like it.
Yeah.
Why do you like it?
I guess it looks kind of modern. I think it looks like a dog bowl.
I mean, it does look like a dog bowl. It's a pretty large bowl. Where are you gonna put this in your cabinet?
Go ahead. It's kind of fun. There you go. That's it.
Too deep?
Yeah.
Flip, dunk, and scoop.
That's good.
It's good. You seem happy.
I'm happy.
Now take another bite of the other bowl.
That's disgusting.
Some people actually like that, but I guess,
It's like porridge.
If you were to tell the inventor of this product a couple things you'd change about it, what would you change about it?
The 2 problems are that it looks like a dog bowl, and when you drop the spoon, you're gonna have to pick it up with your hands and get your hands all filled with milk.
would be actually better than a regular bowl if there was a notch in the middle there or on the side.
Well, if I could change it, I would make both sides even
The cereal should go in the deep end.
That would probably actually work better.
Yeah, that's what I would think.
I think you're right. I think it's backwards.
What do you think now?
A little better, huh?
If
You
that's the
probably
technique.
just saved us millions of dollars.
Do you realize that?
How would you rate this product on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'd give it like a 9.5.
Really?
Without the notch, I would probably make it 5 out of 10. But with the notch, I'll make it 10 out of 10.
Let's go 6.
Concept, I'd give it like an 8. It's a good concept. Style, 1.
1?
1.
High five. No. Thanks very much. Ethan, this is your friend Sully calling you. We need to make it look less like a dog bowl. We need to make it a little bit smaller. We need to make the compartments equal in size. We need a pour spout where you can drink out of it. We need an off-ramp here. We need something that protects the spoon from falling in. And we really need to work on this dog bowl thing. If we can't get around the dog bowl thing, buddy, we've got to call it the easy dog bowl.
All right. Whew. Wow. Hey, good performance there, guys.
Well done, guys. Thank you for that.
There is a market out there of people who take cereal eating very seriously.
But I don't know how big that market is.
All right, so let's discuss it. Sully, I think you brought up a lot of good points about the defectives and the defective elements of the bowl, and that came out in the focus group. You have to look at the overall concept, though. Does it solve a common problem? Does this bowl solve a common problem? And not only does it solve a common problem, but is it worth the money to solve the problem? It's not that big of a deal. The concept, with a shelf and a bowl, not all that exciting. I don't have my mindset. I'd like to discuss it with Raj and Lawrence.
In a last-ditch effort to sell AJ on his dream, Ethan pulls out all the stops.
I know your numbers guy, AJ, so before I leave you, so you can deliberate, I just want to throw facts out there for you. 2.7 billion boxes of cereal are sold each year here in the United States, and 1 out of every 2 Americans start their day with a bowl of cereal.
It's all in the pitch, Ethan. It's doing good.
You can translate in your head and figure out if this bowl will be successful. Sound good?
Okay.
All right.
It's a lot of
Thanks,
cereal.
guys. It's a lot of cereal.
Now, the future of crunchy cereal lies in the hands of Telebrand's CEO, AJ Kubani. Telebrands is the last hope for the Easy Crunch Bowl.
I don't know whether it's a solution for the problem. It has to be an easy solution for an everyday problem.
It looks like a dog bowl. Now, these guys point out it could be a positive and they could play on that. I don't think we really want to go there.
I agree with you both. It's a risk, but the only way to know whether or not it's good is to shoot a commercial and put it on air.
I don't know. I can't read them right now.
Finally, Ethan is called back to hear AJ's decision.
All right, Ethan, so we discussed the project, and I have to tell you, there's a lot of stuff that you did wrong. The fact that you're on Letterman in 2002 and you disclosed your idea, so the idea is out there in the public. It's very unlikely that you could file for a patent at this point. The other thing is that the design. I know you used a design firm, got involved, and the design came out quite poor, as you saw by the focus group. So the product's got to be redesigned. It takes a lot to get people to, get away from the TV show, pick up the phone, take out their credit card, and call. And we're not quite sure if this product has that. But I have to tell you, there's one thing, only one thing that's really compelling about the product, and that's the numbers. The size of the market, the fact that 1 out of 2 Americans eats cereal every single day. That's a big market. And based on that, we're going to go ahead and give it a shot.
Really?
Yep.
Yes.
So,
Honest?
yes,
Oh my
we're
God.
going to give it a shot.
That's great. That's great news. That's awesome. That's unbelievable. I was ready to just crawl under the table and like soggy cereal, But that's unbelievable.
How does it feel?
Feels unbelievable. I mean, thank you. This is great. I couldn't have done it without your help.
Who's looking out for you, buddy?
You are.
And Billy Mays.
Ethan was holding on by the skin of his teeth then. If he hadn't have brought the numbers into it, the 2.7 billion, he was dead in the water. It's all in the pitch. And Ethan's on has gone from reality star to really understanding how this business works. And I'm really happy for him. Ethan, you made it, buddy.
The next step, we're going to work with Telebrands, and we're going to get a design team and kind of start from scratch and just build this thing again. And then we're going to go to China. We're going to make a lot of them, film a commercial. We're going to sell it on TV, and we're going to make millions and millions of dollars. That's what's going to happen.
It looks like a dog bowl. Let's call it for what it is. I love the dog bowl. Maybe we start something. Hey, big dogs, little dogs. It doesn't matter. You got a Saint Bernard. You got a golden retriever. Woo! How while you eat. And I'll tell you what, it's some good eating. You don't even need a spoon. You can just start eating. I'll tell you, it doesn't matter. We start a new trend here. Call it out, it's the dog bowl. Easy dog bowl.
That's a wrap.
Thank you.